group number 1. Thank you so much for being here with me. Welcome to your card picking for your divinely channeled message. If you would like to skip ahead to your reading, you will find the timestamp below in the description and or the pinned comment. So we are going to be beginning with choosing your cards, doing this divinely channeled message a little different than I usually do. I usually pull them during the reading, but I was guided to do it before the reading so we can jump on into your message if you would like to do so. So the card that you've chosen is the last quarter moon in Gemini. Clear your mind from the Moonology deck. And we're going to begin with your tarot. I intend, unless the cards flip while pulling them, that you will not see them ahead of time, ahead of your reading. So I've already cleared these decks with a separate incense stick. And now we're doing the shuffling process and the choosing process. So for group number 1, what tarot cards will be chosen for your reading? Okay, both of those need to come up. Okay, so we have the tarot, and feel free, like I said, to skip ahead if you would like to just dive into your reading. Let's get some nature spirit cards from my deck that I created. All of these decks have been cleared and charged with the energy of yourself, your higher self, and your spirit guides as well. Okay, and just the top. Maybe 1 or 2 more cards from the nature spirits that are assisting you along with the cosmic energies that are assisting you right now in this current moment when you come across this, message. And now some messages from the mermaid spirits. You know what, I think we're going to do this just like this so there's enough space. Bear with me. I usually pull them during the reading, but I was called to do it differently this time. So, the messages of the mermaids. Some healing energies coming in for you. I felt that. Actually, we're going to do this. This is Oracle, and I usually do Oracle this way. Hearing top and seeing this one. And the Indigo Child deck. Felt a lot of blue energy and purple energy for you. So I did choose a lot of decks that were blue and purple colored. Okay, just that one I'm hearing. Some cosmic energies. This is the Star Codes Astro deck. So cosmos, universe, God, source, spirit of light. What would you like to bring forth for group number 1? How are you assisting them? Where are you guiding them to? And last, we have the Inner Child deck. I didn't even think about it, but this deck is all themed of one specific rabbit, Benny Blue, I believe is his name, and he is a blue rabbit, which definitely ties into what I was saying about that blue energy that I felt. Okay, so feel free to skip on ahead if you haven't done so already, or just continue this video. It will lead you to your divinely channeled message. Thank you for being here with me today for this message, to receive this message, and also for this card pulling if you have watched it. Hello, group number 1. Thank you so much for following your own intuition as well as the guidance of your spirit guides to lead you to this divinely channeled message. So I was inspired to do this a little differently than I usually do. I have pre-chosen the cards, which you can see me pull them on camera right before your reading if you are interested. But I wanted to begin with a few things that came through for you before I even started picking decks, pulling cards, picking charms and crystals. So I was really drawn into the color blue. I was really called to add a lot of blue elements into your reading. We have this beautiful blue jay feather that is one of my very favorite kinds of feathers to have and find in nature. You have the beautiful Amazonite, which represents healing, and I'm getting a lot of energy of creativity and clarity coming through. And I even was called to choose a blue incense. It's kind of more like a teal, but in the blue family, the color family of blue, incense stick for you. And we have the selenite that is representing that clarity of clearing your mind. And if you look at your initial card, last quarter moon in Gemini, clear your mind, we have all of those colors here with the purple, amethyst, and all the other blue elements. I also was very drawn to the mermaid energy, which is why I have these charms here for you. And I also used, as we pull the cards, you'll see, I used a deck of messages of the mermaids. So there's a lot of healing and a lot of clarity coming in for you with the color elements of blue and purple. So before we pull your cards, or I guess before we flip your cards, I wanted to just read you two little inspirational things coming through, because I feel like this message is going to have something that you need to hear in this moment now that you come across it. And I feel like maybe you're feeling a little bit of stagnicity or lack of inspiration, lack of creative ideas, lack of creativity, lack of motivation to want to do the things that you used to or you want to do in your life. And I am getting that energy of creativity. So you may be a very creative mind, a very creative heart. And I feel like you are looking for some upliftment and some inspiration, some encouragement and love moving forward. And so just so you know, that is one of the things that the cosmos is supporting for you right now. What are the cosmic energies at play? This is the question of the reading. What are they doing to support you on your path right now? So we have this magical mermaid charm, and I'm going to read the card that came with it to you. As you carry this little mermaid, she is a reminder for you to know that you will have strength and courage wherever you go. With her magical spirit so strong and so true, keep this little mermaid close by and she will grant wishes to you. And it was interesting that I chose these three charms. This one is just a starfish, so it doesn't have a little card that comes with it. But the mermaid charm really ties into the world is your oyster charm. So let's read this one and then we'll speak on it. Why then the world's mine oyster, which I with sword will open. And that's a Shakespeare quote. Remember Shakespeare's words. They will always hold true. When you face an obstacle, have courage to see it through. The oyster shell is tough, but guess what? So are you. You'll find the pearls inside life if to yourself you are true. So there's the energy of potentially that lack of motivation, lack of inspiration, like we were talking about, but also maybe there's a little bit of hesitancy or fear. So for some people, it may be both. For some, it may be one or the other. But there's just something with you being who you are and expressing who you are through your creativity that you're feeling a little down about. And so what the cosmos right now are doing is they are helping you to, I'm hearing balance and juggle at the same time, all of your mental processes and all of the societal conditioning that you have adopted over your life, all of the intrusive thoughts, all of the like imposter syndrome kind of thoughts, maybe even lack mentality, just negative thoughts in general. They are helping you to clear this out of your mind. So it's important for you right now to be aware of what are your thoughts and feelings and what are the thoughts and feelings of the people around you. There is an emphasis on balancing and juggling and being aware of your feelings combined with the people around you. So you may resonate with being an empath. And if you don't know what an empath is, it means that you are highly sensitive. You are able to pick up very easily on other people's thoughts, feelings, emotions, and you take that on sometimes as yourself, as your own. So let's flip your cards and see what we have. We have the Page of Wands, which is beautiful, communication and good news. So beautiful to start your reading. We have the Lovers, and I am going to keep these how they are pulled to begin, and we will see if they are meant to stay upright or flipped. Oh, let me read you your guide words. Union, harmony, and love. Getting a lot of higher self energy coming in for you. So you may be feeling in the energy of the Lovers reversed, where you're not feeling that support, that connection, that divine energy of your higher self right now. And the universe, the cosmic energies at play, the cosmos itself is helping to align you with your higher self, to clear your mind so that you can be more aware of the thoughts of your higher self and the thoughts of your ego, and the thoughts like versus your ego versus the thoughts of other people versus okay, so this is how it's coming through. It just kind of came through really fast. So you are being, I'm hearing you are being assisted in your healing, in your clarity, so that you can decipher the difference between your ego thoughts versus your higher self thoughts versus the ego thoughts of the people around you and versus the higher self thoughts of the people around you. So what that means is that your higher self never, ever, ever thinks, pays attention to, gives into, validates, confirms anything negative about yourself. If you make a mistake, your higher self does not see that. It's the idea of what is it? Turning the other cheek. The idea with Jesus Christ, turning the other cheek. And so that doesn't mean necessarily ignoring things. It means choosing to not see those things as negative, choosing to see the good in everybody, in every situation. So if somebody is saying something negative about you, or you're picking up on an energy of something, someone feeling or thinking or even outwardly saying something negative about you, and you're picking up on that energy, this is about you, your higher self is what I'm saying. Your higher self would not, and as well as their higher self would not agree with, give attention to, give energy towards that negative thought about you. So this is about the Lovers card reversed, is coming up reversed because it's less about like loving romantic relationship and more about loving relationship with your higher self. So now that we touched on that, maybe you're feeling, this reversal of the card, the disconnect from your higher self, but now we're going to flip it because all of this clearing your mind, clarity energy is coming through so that you will, like we spoke about from the beginning, decipher what is coming from your higher self. If it's a good feeling, if it's a positive, nice, beautiful, loving feeling, thought, or action towards yourself or towards anyone else, then that is of your higher self. If you're thinking or feeling negative thoughts about yourself or somebody else, then it is coming from your ego, from your egoic mind. And really all that the ego mind is the things that we, like I said from the beginning, the conditioning that you have picked up, because everybody does. Everyone picks up specific different conditionings while just being on earth. And so you are learning how to decipher what is communication from your higher self and what is communication from your ego. And you're learning to kick to the curb anything that is of negativity coming from your ego or anyone else's ego. I'm getting a lot of energy of you being an empath and really picking up on other people's thoughts, emotions, and feelings. So beautiful. We have the sun energy with light, life, and energy. So I am getting that creative thing that you love, or maybe just who you are is a very creative person, but you're a little nervous or scared to share this with people. That spark is coming back as you start having mental discipline over your mind, so not giving in to those negative thoughts of the ego, as you start to really decipher the difference between the higher self and ego thoughts, and then giving in to only those thoughts of love and light of not only yourself but other people. This life force energy, this creative chi energy is going to come in for you really fast and with a lot, like I'm hearing like with a boom, with a lot of life force itself behind it. So if you were feeling that stagnicity or anything like that, the cosmic energies right now, the cosmos is supporting you in clearing out those thoughts that aren't yours, because that is what is bringing you down. are those thoughts and feelings and emotions that are maybe from your ego coming from you or from other people's ego. And so once you can decipher and clear that and dedicate to the thoughts and feelings and emotions of your higher self, all of that creative energy will come back for you. All of that life force will come back for you, and you will have the confidence to do and be and achieve exactly who you want to be and what you want to do and what you want to achieve with your life. So let's finish pulling your tarot cards. We have the Seven of Wands with challenge and courage. So yes, this definitely confirms what we're talking about, where like this is not an easy process. So what you're in 11:11 on the clock when I said that, this is not an easy process. Obviously, when you have a lot of emotions and feelings that are your own, let alone those of other people around you, that's going to be daunting. That's going to be very testing. That's going to be very challenging. It's going to take a lot of courage. But like the world is your oyster card and charm represents, the oyster shell is tough, but guess what? So are you. You'll find the pearls inside life if to yourself you are true. So this is all about being true to yourself, and what that really means is being true to your higher self. So like I said, there's a heavy emphasis on if you feel something negative about yourself or someone else, or you're feeling that emotion that someone else is putting something negative on you, whether that be about themselves or about you, it is crucial at this point. The cosmic energies or the cosmos itself is conveying through me to you that it is crucial at this point that you put it down and you let it go and you dedicate and you have that mental fortitude and mental strength, because you are tough like the oyster shell. You are strong like the oyster shell to be true to who you are, which is your higher self. And those are only thoughts and feelings of love, of encouragement, of inspiration, of creativity, of unconditionally loving yourself and other people around you. So we have the Seven of Cups, and it is coming up reverse. We have choice, instinct, passion, and extremes. So let's keep this reversed. Let's pull this card and see what that is clarifying. So the Magician, power, action, skill. This is coming up reversed as well. So what I'm getting with these reversals is that you have the choice. This is your choice. You know, it is your choice to become the magician who has the ability to manifest, be, do, see, have exactly what they want in their life. You have the option to follow the ego and stay in this reversed energy where things are kind of emotionally just overbearing, I'm hearing, and you're not tapping into that life force energy. You're not feeling that creative inspiration. You're just kind of stuck in that stagnant energy. Or you have the option to follow the guidance of your spirit guides and your higher self and follow the thoughts and the feelings of your higher self and to become the magician of your life. See how she is holding this wand and there's like a magical energy coming out of it, sprinkling onto her third eye here. That's what I'm getting with this eye, is the third eye. This is about following your intuition combined with your higher self, which essentially your intuition is from your higher self. But this is about following your creative pursuits, your creative intuition. So maybe you have been feeling, maybe you have been put down about maybe that's part of that fear energy we picked up on from the beginning. Maybe you're feeling a little discouraged because you've been put down about your creative pursuits, or if you're just a very creative person, about who you are, and you've kind of just like by others you've been put down and you kind of feel lack of inspiration, a lack of faith in yourself. This is about knowing that if you desire something, if you desire to create something or do something or be something, and it makes you feel joy in your heart, kind of like the energy of this Lover's card, see how this is such like a content, happy energy. If it makes you feel that way, it's meant for you. And if someone doesn't agree, like we said from the beginning, if someone puts you down because of that, or they don't agree, or they make you feel or think, or you pick up on the fact that they don't want you to do that, they don't approve of it, they don't think you'd be good at it, they don't think you're worthy of it, that's coming from their ego. And that is their own unchecked energy, own unchecked ego, that is not, you're not responsible for. So it's important for you to let go of the responsibility of other people's emotions and thoughts and feelings. That's another thing that the cosmos are supporting you with right now, is to let go of that responsibility you feel of how other people feel, because you are only responsible for your thoughts, for your emotions, for your feelings, for your actions. You are not responsible in any manner for what anybody else does on this planet. So remember that this is your own choice. You have a lot of energies, conditionings, triggers, traumas bombarding you right now, and a lot of it is mental. And then it obviously leads to emotional, because if you resonate with that empath, anything mental is going to lead to an emotional state for you. So it's a choice to continue to feed that or to cut it off. One thing that is advice coming through is like, if you feel those things come in, those thoughts, those feelings, emotions, stop it and then replace it with something else. So like if you feel like, oh, this is never, I'm never going to if you want to be like a musician and you're like, oh, this is never going to work out for me, I'm never going to be able to support myself through making money. Stop that thought and phrasing and replace it with, I love that I have something I'm passionate about. I love that I am inspired to do something that I love and that I'm connected enough to know what I want to do with my life. And I love if you're a singer, I love my voice. If you're a musician where you play an instrument, I love my talents and my gift and ability to play this specific instrument. And I know that I feel so good when I do this, when I sing or when I play this instrument. I feel so happy and it brings me so much joy and I feel peace and I feel clarity. And I know that when the timing is right, when I align with the energy, really when the timing is right means when I align with the energy and match up with that energy of my higher self, that I know that all of this will fall into fruition for me right now. So what I'm seeing right now doesn't matter, and what I'm hearing from other people doesn't matter, because I know what makes me feel good and I know what drives my passion and what gets me inspired and excited to wake up in the morning. So the nature spirits that are coming through for you are the ant with teamwork, collaboration, the dragonfly with past life activation. Wow. Okay. So the sun, life force, chi. So you have two cards of the sun. And if you watched the card pull, these two came up with this one. Yeah. With the lake card. They all came up like together like this. And I felt called to only take the top, but it was interesting because then they came back up again, both of them. It was very interesting. So they were meant to be in this reading. So a lot of energy of the resources, the people, the places, the opportunities that you need to bring this creativity back to you, or to make it flourish, or to bring financial prosperity, or to just have that adventurous, fun, exciting energy again in you from doing this thing, is coming back to you. It's coming back to you with through people that will help you, through past lives you have lived, and you have done this before. So if you play guitar, you've done this before in another life, and all of that is activating even further. All of that passion and creativity is activating again within you and giving you that life force chi energy. We're going to end with the sun cards here on both sides. So as you meditate and you reflect with your higher self and you decipher the difference between that and your ego, you gain more life force chi as you change your inner dialogue when those intrusive thoughts come up, and you change it towards that of your higher self, because remember, the higher self will never give in to those negative intrusive thoughts. So replace those thoughts of the ego with the thoughts of the higher self. Then you will come back into that passion, having excitement and adventure in your life and feeling excited to wake up and do this thing or be this creative person that you are. And so we have the waiting card with the messages of the mermaids, the healing water energies of the mermaids. We have innocence. So you may be in, clearly you're in this waiting period like we talked about. And if you look at this card, I really do like this card because it can kind of feel like, oh my gosh, like this card is telling me that I have to wait. But if you notice, there is a ship coming in here, and it's really not that far away if you look at this card and just really observe it objectively. This mermaid is waiting for her ship to come in. And that is what I got from you with the energy of the mermaid charm. Let's take a look again. As you carry this little mermaid, she is a reminder that you will have the strength and courage wherever you go. With her magical spirit so strong and so true, keep this mermaid close by and she will grant wishes to you. So your ship will come in as you connect with your innocence, connect with your higher self, Connect with the energy of the magician, where you're thinking about, taking action on, speaking about what you want to have in your life instead of all the things people have told you and then you have adopted as your own truth. So as you connect more with your innocence, which is just the things that make you feel connected to your inner child, connected to your joy, connected to your happiness, connected to thrilling, fun times and adventurous times, the ship will get closer and closer and closer to you as you dedicate and truly commit to your higher self. We have learned something new. Okay. So let's see. We'll pull these two cards as well. Square, semi-square, quincux, tension. Okay, and Pisces with sensitize. Let's actually move these down a little bit. So what I'm getting with these cosmic cards here is that all that energy is just confirming that energy of all those thoughts and feelings of other people kind of bombarding you and coming through and deciphering the difference between those. But we spoke a lot on that. So let's just keep that where it is. And with the learn something new card, this is what I'm really getting with this is like stick your toes in the water. You know, if you're embarking on a new project or if you're re-sparking something you've done from the past, maybe try to do it in a different way, or maybe try to do it something completely different altogether. It doesn't mean that what you want to do isn't meant to be. It just means that sometimes when you focus on something like learning a new skill or learning a new project, it takes all that heavy emphasis off of this other thing that you're trying to bring into fruition, and then you lighten the resistance to being able to manifest and attract in with the magician card that thing that you want or who you want to be. So if this is about creating something or just being a creative person, stick your toes in the water and try something new and just see how it adds value to what you're already doing. It will only, if you learn something new, it will only add depth and value to who you are, to your knowledge and to your wisdom and your gifts and your abilities and talents. So we have, I quiet my mind to hear the song of my heart, heart wisdom. Beautiful. And this is from the Inner Child deck. And I treat myself to life and am treated well by life. Treat yourself. Okay, so I see, to close out your reading, what the cosmos is supporting you, how it is supporting you, and what your spirit guides are wanting you to know is as you follow your heart more and more, which is been emphasized through this whole entire divinely channeled message, as you follow your own heart more, you will be treated to the good things in life. You will attract, I promise you, you will attract beautiful things into your life, things that you desire and things that you want as you take care of yourself more, as you follow your intuition, as you follow your heart. See how the heart, the headphones are connected to the heart? This is how following your heart, it's like an interlooping connection from your intuition with the mind to the heart. The heart and the mind will work together now for you. So the cosmos are supporting you and helping you to have your heart and your mind work together instead of against each other. I'm hearing mental chatter, so you may have been having a lot of mental chatter coming in, whether it be yours only solely or someone else's or a combination of both, maybe confusing you. So as you follow your own heart, which are the things that bring you joy and make you feel happy and excited to be alive, you will find the sweeter things in life. They will be attracted to you. I'm hearing like a moth to a flame. 24:34 on the clock. So that is what I have for you today. To just continue allowing yourself, your heart to be open and your mind to be open to these cosmic energies that are supporting you. Allow yourself to be open to the thoughts and feelings of your higher self and those that are only positive and good. And remember, if anything negative comes into your mind or into your sphere, whether it be from you or someone else, choose a thought that is different. So if someone else is being mean to you and discouraging you or making you feel bad about yourself or putting you down, all you have to say, whether it be outwardly or inwardly, I suggest ignoring that person and walking away if someone is like completely berating you. But all you have to say inwardly, instead of I wish that person would be different, I wish they weren't like that, I don't like being treated like negatively, all you have to say is I would like to be treated with respect and love and kindness. So it's a shift from focusing on the negativity and what you don't want, changing your mental feeling, your mental dialogue, your thoughts, and then change it. That will essentially change your feelings to the things that you do want. Less focus on what you don't want, more focus solely only focusing on what you do want. So I am wishing you the absolute best. Whatever creative project or whatever, however you would like to express your creativity, do it. Okay? Stick your toes in the water, dip your toes in the water. I'm even seeing you as this angel just jumping in and making a huge splash. Just do what you love. You will feel so much happier being who you want to be and doing what you want to do than doing what other people expect of you, doing things you don't want to do. So that is the guidance I have for you. 26:26 on the clock. Thank you very much, group number 1, for being here. If you really resonated with this reading and you would like further, more personalized guidance, I am offering a special during September for private readings, $35 for a 30-minute session and $60 for an hour-long session. Thank you very much for being here with me, trusting your own intuition to lead you here. I'm going to send you off with a little clip from one of my favorite songs that I've just released in July, and also an image of my spiritual and metaphysical shop if you would like to check out some tools that can really help you with clearing this energy, healing, activating your intuition, sparking your creativity within you, and jumping onto your most happiest and joyful, highest timeline. So thank you very much again. I am Carissa, and you will see me in the next one. Goodbye. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to your card picking for your divinely channeled message on how the cosmos are supporting you currently, how the cosmic energies are, what they are aligning for you. So we are going to begin with pulling your cards. I was guided by my light team to do things a little differently than I usually do. So we're going to begin with pulling your cards, and then we will dive into your divinely channeled message. If you would like to go ahead and skip to your message, feel free to find that in the timestamps in the description box or the pinned comment below. So we're going to begin with your tarot cards. This is the Crystal Magic Tarot. And like I said, just feel free to skip this part if you would like to just dive into your reading. I have already cleared and charged all of the decks I'm going to be using with incense and charged them with your specific energy and your light team. So this is all going to be coming through from your light team, your higher self, the cosmos, the universe itself, on how they are supporting you and what you are kind of calling in from this energy that is coming through as support. And I just want to thank you so much for trusting your own intuition to lead you to this message, because it is just that, and as well as combined with your spirit guides, that has led you to this reading itself. So I am hearing the word confidence, and it's interesting because the cards aren't popping out as quick as they typically do. So it's kind of like a hesitancy. And also, that's interesting with that card. We'll obviously get into it with your reading, but here they are. They're starting to come up now. So let me just stay silent. We'll get like one or two more. Okay, I'm hearing all, so. All right, so those are your tarot cards. And now we're going to dive into we're going to do the Pleiadian cards, I do feel a lot of starseed energy for you, whether you resonate with that label or not. A lot of cosmic energy coming through for you as your soul essence. So if you're not aware of what a starseed is, I'm hearing no, I was gonna call it that one, but it said no. It is a being of light that comes from other star systems, other planets, comes to Mother Gaia to help raise the vibration and the consciousness of the people, the places on Earth, and the living beings, the animals, the plants, nature itself. So this is the Star Codes Astro deck. All right. And we're going to do the Indigo Angel. Actually, no, we're going to do my deck first, my nature deck, and then the Indigo Angel. Felt that right away. And like I said, feel free to skip this card pulling if you would just like to hear your message. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Okay, the Indigo Angel, and then we're going to end with the Oracle of the Unicorns, and I will explain specifically why I chose that deck in your reading. Okay, just the one. All right, so these are your cards. Feel free to skip on ahead if you haven't already, or just continue watching this and it will lead you right into your divinely channeled message. Thank you again so much for trusting your own intuition to lead you here. And I am very excited to dive into your message, your reading, and see what is going to come through for you. Thank you very much, group number 2. Hello, beautiful group number 2. Welcome to your divinely channeled message that is going to be exploring what the cosmos is preparing for you and how the cosmic energies are supporting you at this current time and moment that you come across this video. So to begin, I have already chosen your cards. If you want to see the card choosing process, you will find that right before your reading begins. It is in the pinned comment, the timestamp in the pinned comment and the description box. But you have chosen the first quarter moon in Libra, Keep Your Heart Open card. It's a very beautiful energy that's coming through, and I was feeling a lot of purple and a lot of like tannish yellow energy, which is symbolizing a connection between the crown chakra and the solar plexus chakra. And so that's why I've got these yellow energies over here with the incense and this beautiful, I believe this is a sandhill crane feather, one of my favorite birds to come across. This really powerful, protective, self-confidence inducing yellow jasper crystal, as well as this divine consciousness source crown chakra activating aura amethyst quartz that we have here. So you had 2 crystals instead of a crystal and a charm that I was called to use for your reading. So there is a heavy emphasis around grounding in your higher crown chakra energies, merging and meshing and connecting them in with your lower earthly energies of the solar plexus and your personal power and your confidence. So when I was driving this morning, my son to school, I heard Pegasus, and because I was intending to do your reading right after. I heard Pegasus and I heard Persephone. So that is why I have this Persephone card here with the High Priestess. And this is symbolizing intuition and a balance of the divine feminine energy, connection with your subconscious mind, kind of like a mysterious energy of being in the, actually stepping into, leaping into the unknown and following your inner voice, following your intuition. And so, right now, for you, the veil is very thin between the cosmic world, the subconscious, your subconscious, the earthly realms, the underworld. The veil is very thin, and I believe that what is going to be coming through is that you're going to be connecting with, tapping into, tuning into deeper psychic gifts if you are already on that path, or activating for the first time new psychic gifts if you are new to the idea of having psychic abilities, having intuition, and following your intuition. So it will be either advancing on what you already do, what you already know you're capable of, or activating that for the first time. And then also with the Pegasus energy, Pegasus is the symbol of unity between the earthly realms and the spiritual world. So there's a lot of like duality energy of balancing the feminine and the masculine, the earthly lower chakra energies, and balancing that with the higher crown chakra spiritual world and spiritual realm. But what I do feel like what's coming through for you is that you are going to be activating more connection with the spiritual realms. So maybe you will be able to start hearing messages from your spirit guides. Maybe you will be able to start hearing messages or seeing messages, hearing messages from angels, seeing departed loved ones of yourself or of other people, seeing elementals in your earthly experiences. So maybe being in 414 on the clock when I said that, maybe being in nature and actually seeing real elementals, which are the fae, the fairy spirits, the undies, which are the mermaid spirits, the sylphs, which are the air spirits, the fae. But yeah, just being able to like I said, the veil being lifted. So it's like you not being so tied to your earthly realm. It's like a balanced connection between the upper chakras and the lower chakras. And being able to finally experience these cosmic energies, these spirit worlds and realms in your real 3D reality. So let's start with your tarot cards. We have the Four of Coins. So that's beautiful, showing a lot of that lower chakra energy, that grounded energy. Two of Swords, Ace of Wands, the Knight of Swords, Knight of Coins. Okay. This actually was reversed, but I flipped it this way upright. So King of Coins and the Queen of Wands. Very beautiful. So far what I'm feeling is like with the Two of Swords, we've got that duality energy coming in where this may be new to you, or these may be new gifts coming through for you. And you may have been a little bit blindfolded to this. You may have been, and now I'm hearing protection. So that was for your own protection, because if your psychic gifts come in too soon and too fast, it can lead to, I'm hearing psychosis. It can lead to really, really intense negative experiences. So you are, with the Four of Coins, you've been grounded and protected during this process. And what the cosmic energies at play are opening up is this veil for you to finally tap into your High Priestess energy, tap into your intuition, and see what you are capable of. There's a lot of starseed energy coming in that I felt from the beginning, before I even pulled any decks or any cards, I felt a lot of starseed. So you may resonate with the starseed energy. You don't have to subscribe to that label or any label, but it is the idea that you have come from other planets, other realms, other star systems within or without outside of our Milky Way galaxy. And that you have come here like this Ace of Wands. That's what I'm really getting, is like you are this Ace of Wands, this new, fiery, passionate creation. You've come here to see how there's like glitter on this hand. You've come here to shine sparkles, to shine glitter, to shine light, divine source light, God source energy onto earth, because it is truly needed. You are here to raise the vibration and the consciousness of this planet. And you're going to do that through activating, exploring, and discovering these gifts that you have. So here with the Knight of Swords, yeah, I'm just getting that really fiery, passionate, powerful energy. And I'm really getting, there's an energy of having the confidence to do this, to move forward in your mind with confidence. Look at all this lower chakra colored energy here, and this burning, fiery energy on his arm. I'm hearing healing. So you may have the ability to heal yourself and to heal other people as another psychic gift. And this sword is like you cutting through all the cords, cutting through all of the doubt, the things that are negatively impacting your solar plexus chakra, which is your personal power, your confidence, your life force energy. It's like you coming in like this Ace of Wands and having the confidence to explore these gifts. So I'm getting the sense that maybe you are one of the first of your family to really dive deep into these gifts, and that with this red root chakra energy, the bloodline, whether you were born into it or you were adopted, it's like you are the one with the confidence. You will exude that confidence to explore these gifts. And what is that going to lead to? We've got a lot of green prosperity energy here with the Knight of Coins, the King of Coins. So this is something that is going to bring a lot of stability in your life and a lot of abundance in your life as well, in whatever form that may be. So maybe you just want to explore these gifts, and that will be your own personal abundance, is being gifted and talented and able to, getting a lot of healing energy as well. So heal yourself, heal others, heal your bloodline, but also bring in abundance and in any sort of physical, tangible, material, touch it, taste it, see it, feel it, 3D world. It's like grounding in, like we spoke from the beginning, the grounding in those crown chakra energies into the 3D world. And that being your joy, that being your bliss. There's a lot of energy of following your bliss, your joy, following what makes you feel good, what excites you, what you're passionate about with this root chakra energy, the solar plexus and sacral chakra energy here, following what you're passionate about, what lights you up. So you may really associate with the starseed energy and it being difficult for you to work like a typical 9-to-5 job, being like a lawyer or working in a factory, anything that isn't giving you passion. And there's nothing wrong with doing those things if that's what you're passionate about. But if you look objectively at the world, being an artist, a musician, a creator is a little bit more seen as more being more passion filled than like a factory job or being a lawyer, where things are very analytical, things are very in order, in their place, very objective, very just the word that's coming through is well, I don't it's not coming through, but I guess that's all they want me to say about it. But yeah, so it's about like you finding that passion, finding that joy, finding what 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 puts you in this energy of the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is that feminine, fiery, passionate energy that goes for what she wants, and she accomplishes and creates the life that she desires, and creates the abundance and the wealth in all of the things that she desires. She creates that for herself, and she doesn't need anybody else to help her. So we have Neptune with vision. Wow, that's very interesting, because when I heard, wow, when I heard Persephone and Pegasus, I also saw and felt the energy of Neptune. So that's very interesting that that was one of the cards that came up for you. So Neptune is like the idea of what's coming through is collective consciousness. Is it's like floating in the ocean of collective consciousness. So there is an emphasis on further emphasis on you helping and assisting and connecting with other consciousnesses, which means like unity of souls. So there's a lot of emphasis on being in connection with others and finding those connections, those soul connections that are true to you. And Neptune, it's the energy of the Pisces energy, imagination, spirituality, psychic gifts, even so far as divination, like we talked about with those that intuition and meditation, being in that calm, still water, floating within the cosmos, floating within that collective consciousness ocean, like with all of the other people that are here on earth. So there's a lot of soul family energy here. You have a lot of people, whether you have met them yet or the universe is preparing for you to meet these people, that you have incarnated on earth at the same time as. You've incarnated on earth at the same time to be able to connect with these souls, reconnect with these souls, and activate your own psychic gifts and to tap into those spiritual realms. And this little, like, tiny little bug right here, fruit fly, has been, I don't know if you've noticed, but it's been present in your whole reading. And so that is calling me back to those spiritual worlds and spiritual realms. That is, when that happens during a reading, it is the Fae elementals showing their presence. So when we watch this back, we may even see some orbs. Well, when I watch it back, you're watching it obviously right now, but we may see some orbs floating through. And that's just those elemental spirits, your angels, your guides showing their energy. Specifically for me, it is the elemental realms showing their energy and supporting you in moving forward with your gifts and to have that confidence. I think it's either a fear of the spiritual realm that may be slightly there, or a fear that you are not good enough, you are not talented enough, you are not capable of being able to go after your dream, your desire, or to attempt these psychic gifts, to step into the unknown and to go for these psychic gifts, to explore them and see what you're capable of. But really, all you have to do is try. All you have to do is try, and they will activate for you, because that is what the cosmos is supporting, is like opening up your crown chakra, opening up your third eye, connecting it deep into your root chakra so that it is grounded and stable and that you can act upon these psychic gifts for yourself. So we have the 12th house with introspection. That's very interesting to be coming up with Neptune, because the 12th house is like the world of your inner child. It's also got that quiet energy. It's about like listening to what comes from within you, about self-care, independence, also balancing your independence with the collective energy, um, embarking upon your spiritual practices. So there's a heavy emphasis for you to spend time with source energy, with God energy, with your spirit guides, with your light team, your angels, whatever higher power that you believe in. It's heavy emphasis on spending more time in reflection with them, because as you do that and you calm and quiet your mind, you will be able to activate these gifts even further. And this is also about facing your fears, finding that deep connection with source, facing your fears, having the confidence to know that you can do this and that there's nothing negative that will come with of this if you have positive intention in your mind. So it's kind of like with combined with the Neptune energy, it's kind of about like being in the fog. Like when you're in the fog, you can see what's right before you, but what is behind you, the past, and what is in front of you, the future, is a little bit foggy and you might not be able to see it. So it's trusting in the unknown, trusting in yourself, trusting in your intuition, trusting in your gifts and your abilities, and that there's a higher purpose as to why you have been quote unquote sent, or why you have chosen to come to earth. There's a higher purpose behind who you are and what you're here to do. You're here to do more than just live a mundane life and be stuck in 3D cycles. You're here to expand. You're here to connect the cosmic spiritual realms with and ground it into this earth that we live on, to ground it in. So I'm seeing you in nature, connecting with those spiritual realms, like I said in the beginning, finding and seeking and actually being able to see those elemental spirits, nature spirits, feeling their presence, seeing them, hearing them, and connecting them down into the earth. So you may be creating some sort of project that kind of like, or doing something creative, doing something physical with your body, doing something, you'll know what I mean, or you will soon know what I'm talking about if you don't already. It's like grounding that spiritual world into the 3D, into the earthly realms, and showing other people how to connect with their intuition, how to connect with the spirit world, with the elementals, showing other people that it's possible and that magic is real. So now we have debilitated with discomfort. So, very interesting. This is about being out of your element, which is exactly what we're talking about. This is like new territory for you. It's about growth of the soul by exploring new parts of yourself, exploring new parts of the world, exploring new parts of new ideas of connecting with spirit realms, new thoughts and feelings and emotions, and new capabilities, new abilities. It's all about kind of stepping into the unknown. I'm getting a lot of that Frozen, stepping into the unknown, the movie Frozen energy here as you walk up this, I'm hearing escapade of a staircase. You ascend higher and higher into your spiritual gifts. This is about learning to listen to yourself, your intuition, and in the universe instead of the earthly 3D societal expectations or what people expect of you or what people put on you but doesn't feel right for you. This is about stepping into the unknown and trusting that there is something more, there is a higher purpose to your life than just working, being too tired to come home and do anything that you enjoy, going to sleep, and just getting up and doing it over and over and over again. It's about getting out of that grind mentality and stepping into the unknown, the magical, ethereal world and realms that actually do exist on earth. And the more that you raise your vibration and your consciousness, the more that you will have access to those realms. This is about supporting other people as well in being able to connect with these realms and these worlds. It's about doing it for yourself and then expanding beyond that and showing other people that it is possible and showing them how it's possible. So maybe you would like to, this is just something that's coming through, but maybe you would like to tap into those spirit worlds and realms and start seeing the signs of fae in nature, and you start taking like shorts, making shorts or making TikToks and like this as a sign of the fae being there, or showing how you can see um, angels out in nature or wherever, or seeing how you can connect with your spirit guides and find signs from them and recognize signs from them. So it's about you connecting to that spirit world and then showing the earth, showing the world, just helping others and assisting them to be able to do the same, leading by example. And expanding your skills, expanding your mind, expanding your gifts, trusting in yourself and others as well, and trusting that you will be received with love, and not having a fear of sharing this with people. If somebody comes across your path and they see what you're doing and they call you crazy, quote unquote, or they don't believe in what you're doing and they want to put you down, then just ignoring that, redefining your own success in how you feel fulfilled in what you're doing, not how other people can fulfill what you're doing. That's a very heavy emphasis with this debilitated card, is redefining what you see as success. I always like to replace the word success with fulfillment, because success is always measured on external circumstances and external situations and outcomes. But if you define your success by how fulfilled you are in what you're doing, that's when the real magic happens. That's when the real magic begins, is what I'm hearing. So I'm called to use some Starseed cards here with the Pleiadian deck. The Lightning Boy, which is a card that comes up a lot in my readings. It's a very powerful energy. And I want to say this really weird. Alcyone, I believe. I'm probably not saying that right, but that's okay. So what's coming through with this is that the lightning boy is, to sum it up, it's a story of a boy in the Pleiades who was essentially struck by lightning and pronounced dead. And as the Pleiadian medical staff tried to revive him, there was a lot of it was not looking good. And finally he was brought back to life. And he was able to receive prophetic visions from this lightning strike. It like integrated into his DNA, and it vitalized his cells, and activated within him these psychic gifts. And so essentially he led his village to leave where they were living and to move because there was going to be a natural disaster. And hesitantly, they all did. They were putting all their trust into this young boy, but they did. And eventually there was an earthquake that destroyed the land. And so he was applauded. He was um, appreciated for being able to bring this vision, bring this intuition through, and having the confidence to do that. And so the energy of the lightning boy is that of trusting yourself, trusting the unknown, trusting when things don't make sense, that there's a higher purpose, there's a larger vision connected to source and connected to the universe. And this card, number 25 with the Alcyone, I'm probably saying that so weird, but Alcyone, I think is what it is. It is like the central sun of the grand central sun of the Pleiades. It's where all of the cosmic emissions of light frequencies shine through and penetrate throughout the cosmos, throughout the universe. And it's about merging your consciousness with that of source energy. So that reflection, that meditation energy, that silence and quieting your mind and connecting with those cosmic energies, with source, with God. And I'm hearing blueprints. So it's like the blueprint of ripe possibilities coming in for you, of it's the go for it card, the golden path, having clear intention in your mind and connecting and grounding that into your physical reality and what you do in your day-to-day life. This is about new paths and new opportunities and new gifts and skills coming in through your intuition. And so we have oceans of conscious deep cleanse. Exactly. So you're going through, the cosmic energies are supporting you in a deep cleanse of your subconscious, your conscious mind, your intuition, and to allow that to flow, like how we talked about with the Neptune energy, that floating in the ocean of the collective consciousness. That's not a coincidence that card, the ocean card, came up with the Neptune card. It's about diving into your subconscious, diving into your intuition, and following your heart and following your the heart of your mind, which is your intuition. Because if we follow the thinking mind, that can lead us into the 3D realm. But if we follow the heart of our mind, which is our intuition with the high priestess energy, that will lead us into the 4th and 5th dimensional realms, which is just that of higher consciousness, of unity, of unconditionally loving energy, releasing 3D fears. Dandelion intention. So this is just confirming, yes, that it's all in your intention. If you intend that you would like to explore these gifts, then they will activate for you, and they are being activated. But you do have the choice, like we had with the Two of Swords here. You do have the choice. So if this is something that you are not ready for, then just speak with your spirit guides, speak with the universe, God, and let them know that you're just not quite ready, or you would like things to come in a slow, balanced manner. If you would like it to be like Lightning Boy and to be struck with this energy and things to come in fast for you, then emphasize that, expand, explore that. Communicate that to the universe. But if you would like things to be slower and come in a little bit easier for you, if it's just a little intense for you, then express that to the universe as well. The Forest Between Worlds, that's a very beautiful card to be coming through, because that is where you are. Is when you go into the forest, it's what I talked about with those connecting with the fae, the spirit worlds. That's where you can connect. That's why I assigned this card Between Worlds, because that is, you are still on earth when you're in the forest, of course, but it's quiet. You're filled and surrounded by nature and nature elements and nature spirits, and you're able to hear and sense and see them a lot easier than when you're driving in the city in back-to-back traffic. That's when you can connect to those otherworldly energies and the other realms that are still here on earth. What What it is that they have hidden themselves from us because of our pollution, because of our disregard for Mother Earth. And now you're one of the beautiful starseed souls that has come here to show that not all humans are like that. There are humans that care for Earth. There are humans that care for nature, and that they want to protect nature. They want to send love to nature. They want to care for nature and Mother Gaia. And that's what you're here doing through all of this. And so, Robin, choose happiness. Yeah, this is all about you choosing what brings you joy. And I believe that this is really, well, for you, it's going to be whatever makes you feel passionate, whatever makes you feel creative, whatever brings you that blissful feeling and makes you want to get up in the morning and excited to live your life and do what you do. It's about choosing happiness. And maybe you're in a decision with the Two of Swords to stay at a job that isn't fulfilling you, or to pursue a passion or a creative pursuit. And so this reading is coming through, and you've seen this reading, you've been drawn to it, to choose happiness, choose your joy and bliss. Archangel Metatron. This is an energy of universal healing. You're being healed by the cosmos with that subconscious deep cleanse of the ocean energy. See all this blue healing third eye and throat chakra energy. It's about you connecting to your intuition and it being in your throat chakra being healed, so that you can express this to the world as well. And so you can shine your light and not have any fear, not have any 3D ties that are tying you down to hold back your personal power, to not be confident in what you do or what you want to do. You already know exactly. This reading is really falling into place with each card. You already know what you're here to do. So whatever it is you're thinking of right now, or if you aren't sure yet, you know that you are meant for more. You know that you will discover this, and it is being prepared for you by the universe. Whatever this is, if you don't know, you're being prepared to come into knowing of this, but you do know that there's more to life than just that grind mentality and the hustle and bustle, the hustle life. There's more to life than that. And you've known this for a while. Leadership. Step into your leadership, share your message, inspire and empower others. This is going to center your reading and close it out in that way, because that's exactly what we're talking about. You discovering who you are, what you're here to do. You're further developing your psychic gifts or activating those for the first time, and then stepping out into the world and sharing that with others, to show others that they can be this way too. They don't have to live a mundane, boring life. They can go after their dreams, their goals, their desires with confidence and passion and a fire in their heart, a positive, light-filled, divinely channeled fire in their heart. And so that's what you're here to do, is to open up your intuition, activate your mind, ground it into the earth, share it with other people, and then also to be a leader in this sense, to help others to know that they can do this as well, to bring magic from the spirit world onto earth, to ground that in and activate it and show others how to do this, how to discover it, how to be it. So what you're doing is probably, in my opinion, like one of the most important things anybody on this planet could be doing. So I want to thank you so much for what you're doing and what you're going to do moving forward. This was a magical, exponentially powerful, beautiful, just amazing reading. And I'm so grateful that you're here with me today to be able to receive this transmission of light, receive these downloads, receive this knowledge and wisdom, and that you're open to moving forward. You're open to this idea of connecting with the collective consciousness, connecting with collective source energy, and bringing that out into the world, sharing it with the world. So thank you very, very much. You are doing an amazing job. You are an amazing, beautiful soul, and a lot of magic is coming in for you as you commit to this and you continue on your path. A lot of magic is coming in for you. And then you're also going to be bringing a lot of magic to other people's lives as well. So thank you again. This was a beautiful reading. Just so you know, if you would like to book a personal reading during the month of September, I am doing a special. If this resonated and you would like further knowledge on what your gifts are going to be, or just any kind of spiritual guidance or messages from your light team, there's lots of different ways we can do these readings and topics that we can center them on. But I'm doing a special $35 for a 30-minute reading for the month of September, and then also $60 for an hour-long reading. So I'm going to send you off with that information. Feel free to like, subscribe if you haven't already, and or comment below how this resonates with you. You can feel free to drop a lightning bolt, a unicorn energy, and maybe let's do like an ocean wave if you feel, or maybe even a star if you feel called to claim this energy in for yourself. You can do that by just commenting some emojis down. It actually helps the channel to grow and reach other beautiful star seeds or just amazing souls like yourself, talented people. But also it helps you to claim this energy into your life. And I'm going to leave you with a little clip of one of my favorite songs. I'm a musician, and so I released these in July. I'm going to leave you with a little clip of that song just in case you would like to check it out, because it is galactic, cosmic themed music, and I really do feel like the starseeds that are here and alive and exploring their gifts on Earth right now, I feel like they really will appreciate these songs. So that is that for you, and I just want to thank you again for trusting your own intuition and following the guidance of your light team to lead you here. I am Carissa, this is Cosmic Connections, and you will see me in the next one. Goodbye. Hello, beautiful group number 3. Welcome to your card pulling for your divinely channeled message on how the cosmos is supporting you right now, how the cosmic energies are at play and supporting you on your path when you come across this message. So I was guided by my light team to do things a little differently than I usually do if you are returning. So thank you for trusting your own intuition to lead you in following the pull of your light team that has led you and guided you to this message. So I'm going to pull the cards before we begin the reading. And if you would like to just skip this part and dive right on into your reading, you will find the timestamp below in the pinned comment in the description box to just go ahead and jump into that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with just skipping to your reading, but I am adding this element where I'm pulling the cards first beforehand so that we can kind of just dive into your reading after and not have to listen to the shuffling and not have to be slowed down by the card pulling process. But I did want to show you your my process for pulling cards as well. So I decided to do it this way today. So we have the Ethereal Visions Tarot to begin. And you have obviously chosen the new moon in Virgo. Trust all will be well as your initial card. All right, so to begin, see what Tarot wants to bring forth on these cosmic energies that are at play for you. And I have charged each, I had to grab that card, it fell. I have charged each deck, cleared it, and charged it with your own personal energy so that it is definitely tailored and tuned into what you have going on right now and where you're moving forward towards. I'm hearing no on those, even though they fell out. So I'm hearing sticky situations, so you may be finding yourself in currently a sticky situation or coming out of a sticky situation, and that's being confirmed by the way that these cards are kind of taking their sweet time to come out. So it's kind of like I'm also seeing a turtle coming out of its shell, peeking its head out of its shell. And that may be the energy that you are in currently or that you're stepping out stepping out of. We'll get like one or two more from the tarot cards. And like I said, if you would like to just, oh, I have to grab that card to fill again. If you would like to just skip ahead, I'm feeling like one more card. If you are feeling, sorry, trying to talk and pull at the same time. If you are feeling called to just skip ahead to your reading, that is perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Just go ahead and find the timestamp below. So now we have your tarot cards. Let's do the, let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna pull from this oracle deck. It doesn't really have like a name. It's just kind of like some nature elements. It was like, I found it at like TJ Maxx or something, so it wasn't like a super duper official, like legit, not that it's not legitimate, but just like kind of like I really don't even know how to describe it, but I felt called to grab it anyway and purchase it. Seeing that one, but hearing no. Okay, so now the Star Codes Astro deck to get some cosmic energies into your reading. So, cosmic energies for group, wow, okay. Okay, so they're saying no. What is going on for group number 3? How are you supporting them moving forward? And what will be coming into their atmosphere after stumbling upon this reading? All right, so then let's do this deck. It is from Shaman Durek, the Alchemy Elementals, one of my favorite people on this planet. Honestly, I've learned a lot from him. I suggest in every reading that I use this deck, I suggest to check him out, check out his podcast if you are looking for enlightenment, if you are looking to ascend, to raise your consciousness. He is a great spiritual leader who leads by example. All right, so it's a very big deck. Okay, and then the last deck we are going to use is the Dragon Oracle deck that I have. Dragon Wisdom Oracle. Right, so from the Power Dragon Elemental Realms, for group number 3, what would you like to express to them? All right, so we've got your cards. If you have not done so already, you can just skip on ahead to your reading or just keep watching and it will lead you right to it. Thank you very much, group number 3. You are a very magical and talented and beautiful soul, and I am excited to dive into your reading and see what the cosmos and the universe has in store for you and how they are supporting you. Thank you for trusting your own intuition to lead you here, and you will see me in the next part of your reading. Hello, beautiful and magical group number 3. Welcome to your divinely channeled message exploring how the cosmos and cosmic energies are supporting you on your path moving forward. Thank you very much for trusting your own intuition combined with the messages and guidance of your spirit team, your light team, your spirit guides, because it is that combination that has led you to this message, to this reading at this moment in time whenever you come across it. So I did choose the cards beforehand. If you would like to watch the card choosing process, that is right before this reading begins. You can find the timestamp in the description box and the pinned comment below. I was just called to do things a little differently by my spirit guides and my light team today. So you have chosen the new moon in Virgo. Trust all will be well. And so I want you to just take a moment right now and take a deep breath in and exhale all of the negativity, all of the stress, the drama, the trauma, the triggers that you have encountered upon your path. I can tell that you are going through a heart chakra healing. Currently, you're coming out of it or you're in it right now. And that is actually why I chose this this crystal, I believe, is serpentine. It wasn't listed as the name of it when I purchased it. It was listed as magical stone, because it gives me the energy of the heart healing, and it also kind of, like, to me, sort of looks like a heart, not like the shape of a love heart, but like an actual physical human heart. And it also gives me that energy of I forget what it's called, but if you have seen Jungle Cruise, the stone that they need to place upon in a certain place to kind of like access this element that is healing for people. It's like it heals all ailments and disease and everything. And so they travel through the jungle and they have this stone they need to place in a certain place. Um, believe I've seen that like once or twice, and it was a while ago, so I believe that is how that story goes. But you also have the Egyptian prophecy stone, which is a very magical stone. It may look like I'm hearing like a garbage rock. I don't know why that's coming through, but it actually holds a lot of prophetic and very magical, potent energies. It is sourced from the Libyan desert in Egypt. And when you have this stone, whether you have it or you're just here experiencing it in this reading, it helps the user to see into the future, and it can open the third eye. It's very, very high vibrational, and it's great for meditation, even like shamanic journeying, divination, and it helps to channel divine messages to the user, to the person that it has encountered. It also represents as like it works. It serves as a mental cleanser, providing clarity in your thinking, and also strengthens your memory. And it is a mood stabilizer. Helps to connect to higher realms and connections, the upper chakras activation, and also it helps to channel wisdoms. So there's like a lot of, oh, as well as the energy of transforming yourself. I'm hearing metamorphosis, and also transforming your life in general. So I can sense already. Let me get your incense lit. I've got a lot of green energy going on here. I've got a green incense stick. I've got the green crystals. Your card is green. I keep hearing Inner Earth, and I keep hearing Agartha. So there's like a connection between prosperity, financial abundance, relationship, true, genuine connections, Inner Earth energy, and groundedness, and grounding all of these desires into your 3D physical reality and in the realm of Earth. So let's begin with your tarot cards. I believe those are all of the things that I wanted to mention from the beginning. You did end up with quite a bit of tarot cards, so we will just pull them and see how this goes. So we have the Page of Pentacles, and I actually saw this. I've never seen it this way, and maybe it's just because I flipped it reversed, but I saw this person when I flipped it just now initially, like kind of having their head in their hands and kind of like weeping. So I feel like you've been I'm hearing, embarking on a journey to create your own financial stability, your own financial wealth, to bring money in through something that you are doing on your own. So this could be something where you have partnerships with other people, you have coworkers, you have colleagues, or this could also just be something that you're doing of your own. And I can see and I can sense that it hasn't exactly given you, produced the fruit of the labor that you have put into it quite yet. So I am feeling the energy of the Page of Pentacles reversed, but obviously the cosmos right now is supporting you. That is the theme of this message, that the cosmos is supporting you. So obviously that's the energy that you're currently in, but let's pull some more cards and see what shift could change. What have you been doing that will change your reality for the better, for your greater and highest good? The Hermit. Oh wow, what a beautiful card to flip right after what I was just saying. So you have chosen to look within. You have chosen to follow the light of your heart, the light of your intuition. So it's like going through the cave, a dark cave, And I'm hearing ego death with the skull here, and following your light, following your heart, following your North Star through this whole process. So this project may have not exactly given you the fruit of your labor, like I said, that you have desired and hoped for and really, really wished would happen. But it has set you up with invaluable skills that I'm hearing cannot be traded, cannot be bought. So these are skills and wisdoms and lessons and knowledge that you have been able to obtain through being in this hermit energy of being and looking to yourself, looking within and finding your light in the darker times, finding your light in the darkness. So we have the Page of Swords. So that's beautiful to have the Page of Pentacles and then the Hermit energy, and after the Page of Swords. It's like this has given you new mental clarity, a new chapter of embarking on this journey, this project, this creation with people or without people if this is a solo project, in a new manner, with clarity and confidence and new fresh perspective in your mind on this, on who you are and what you're bringing into the world. So now we have the Nine of Wands reversed. This is very beautiful that it's reversed, because this person is kind of like they've got all these boundaries up and they have this wand as protection, but you're actually, so it's kind of like a secluded, protective, defensive sort of energy when it's upright, but when it's reversed, it's like you're letting go of all of that. You're letting go, I'm hearing, of the swords, even though this is a wand card. You're letting go of all of the things that previous to the Hermit energy that may have been holding you back or keeping you kind of blocked from connecting with other people, and doing that through your creative projects, doing that through your creation, or even just creating the reality that you desire. It's like you're letting go. The cosmos has been supporting you during this heart healing time to let go of those boundaries and let go of those blocks that were essentially doing that, blocking you from what you desire to have in your life, in this abundance, in the form of finances, in the form of connection, in the form of success or fulfillment in your career or your just physical 3D reality, whatever that may be for you. And so we have the Lovers reversed. See, I want to feel into this for a minute. Do they want this upright or do they want it reversed? Okay, I'm hearing flip, 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 which is my go-to indicator to obviously flip the card. So yeah, this is what you've been doing, is like, not only are you learning to connect here with like, this is your higher self and this is you. So you're finding that balance and finding that connection by looking inward to connect with your higher self during this period of time. But now moving forward, this is going to allow those prosperous, balanced, harmonious, unconditionally loving relationships to come in for you, whether that be romance, whether that be career, whether that be friendships, whether that be people that you can partner with in career or in projects or hobbies. Even like I'm getting even the sense of like after I'm hearing after hours like groups. So like what they're saying that in such a weird way, but what they're meaning is like if you wanted to join like a sports team after work, or if you wanted to join like an a cappella singing group or a choir or something like that. It's like allowing you to put down those boundaries, put down, unless they're healthy boundaries, obviously, because we can have healthy boundaries and we can have too many boundaries and we can have a lack of boundaries. So it's like having the right amount of boundaries for yourself to be able to call in whatever, in whatever way that you are seeking relationship and connection, even soul family tribe, to come into your life. And so we have the Eight of Swords, which is really beautiful. It's like the same energy of this Nine of Wands reversed, kind of. If you look at it, she's all bound and that boundary energy, and then all of these swords behind her as protection, and also blindfolded, but it's reversed. So you're coming out of that hermit mode, you're coming out of that secluded period of time, and that's what's been going on for you cosmically. So if you've been kind of going through it and stuff and like wondering why, that's why. And also what's coming next is you're being led to the light. I'm hearing you're being guided into, I'm hearing oblivion. So like in a really positive divine ways, like moving towards that connection to your higher self and those connections that you seek. And so if there's a lot of energy of potential like romantic relationship, because a lot of different people are going to be drawn to this reading. So it could be romance for some people, it could be friendships for some people, it could be colleagues, it could be partnerships that you work with other people, it could be maybe whatever you're doing. Like I really have with this new moon in Virgo, trust all will be well. It's like a lot of career energy, abundance and stability and finances. It's like allowing the whatever and whoever would be necessary for you to make that quote unquote successful or fulfilling. It's like allowing that in finally, and not having so much energetic protection, because there can be good energetic protection obviously, and then there can be too much where we're blocking our desires, we're blocking our manifestations. Knight of Pentacles, beautiful. So you're moving towards your prosperity, you're moving toward your abundance, you're moving toward the physical 3D material financial abundance that you seek and that you desire. You're moving towards it, and the reason that you're doing it is because of all of this heart healing, heart chakra loving that you have been doing, quote unquote inner work. You've been sending yourself love. You've been meeting yourself with caring kindness, and I'm hearing overjoyed for some reason. It's like your guides are overjoyed that you have done this and you have decided to dedicate to yourself and to your heart. And the Hanged Man. So yeah, you may be in, let's put this one over here. You may be in this Hanged Man energy right now where you're kind of just letting all of those new perspectives assimilate into your mind, into your body. All those lessons you learned, you're like reflecting back on them. You're realizing what it was meant to teach you. And now you're moving towards the Knight of Pentacles. You're moving forward. And the Pentacles can be a little bit of a slow energy, but the Knight energy is usually typically pretty quick of an energy. So it's kind of like the slow and the quick energy coming into balance and kind of having like a moderate energy moving forward, like a gradual, stable moving forward. And the Six of Swords, and you are moving on. And I am getting to keep this upright because this is you with all of your swords, all of your mental clarity, all of your knowledge, your wisdom, your lessons you've learned, getting in your rowboat and moving on to new ventures, into new territory, moving forward and just taking your lessons, taking everything that happened to you in stride, taking it with you, and moving on to something new, brighter, and greater. So now we have Triquetra. I just said that really weird at first. Triquetra, that's kind of a tongue twister. This energy of movement inspires creations and life within you. Encourage and delight the senses into life movement. So all of a sudden, I know that maybe it wouldn't make sense, but what I'm getting is like I'm getting a lot of inner earth Agartha energy coming through to support you. So you have a lot of elementals, which are the fae, the fairy elements, the nature spirits of earth that are supporting you. So it's like you're not only getting support and love from the cosmos and the cosmic energies, but you're also getting this from this earth, from the inner earth, from all of those spirits and elementals of light. You have a strong connection to the fae, to the inner earth, which is just like the idea that, to sum it up, because this could be like a whole entire video or reading if I were to talk fully on it, but it's like the idea that there are nature spirits like fae, fairies, mermaids, sylphs, gnomes, leprechauns. I mean, there's so many, there's so many that existed on Earth and were present and were able to interact with humans. But as the Industrial Revolution began and we kind of moved more toward consumerism and pollution and not caring for the earth and disregarding Mother Gaia herself, these beings kind of went into hermit mode, and they have gone deep into the earth, and they have protected themselves, they've shielded themselves, like veiled themselves behind the curtain where we, because of our conscious thinking mind, we are not able to see them, but they are still there. So it's like the idea of different dimensions. It's like we can't see it because of how I'm hearing dense our thinking and our mind has become, but you're opening up yourself to connecting with these beings, and they are open to assisting you and to helping you moving forward. So if you would like to learn a little bit more about that, I will do a separate video. Just comment below if you would like to learn more about that, because I don't want to be, I wanted to touch on it, it was important, but if I talk about it, it'll take up your whole entire reading if I go full-fledged with it. So we have Juno with partnership, which is very, very beautiful and just tied into everything we're talking about. Look at these beautiful birds. I like literally love these birds. They're so, I love birds, but these ones are just so beautiful. And so with the Juno energy, this is about, well, to just sum up, Juno was an asteroid named after the daughter of Saturn, the wife of Jupiter, and then the mother of Mars. And Juno and Jupiter, its wife, kind of had like an unsettled energy together, but in a way also combined represent equal partnership because of the duality of each other. So this is kind of like giving me the sense of positive, flourishing rewards coming in for you because of the duality that you have explored within yourself. And as well as like you learning to trust and follow your own life path. This is about balancing the balance of relationships and partnerships, which is something we really have been talking a lot about in your reading. This is like, now that you have gone into the hermit mode and looked within, and you've been in the hanged man position of reflecting on that and really obtaining and absorbing those lessons that you've learned. This is about you now being in a state where you can have and call in and attract in those balanced, beautiful, harmonious relationships. And this is about like two empowered, like this bird could be you, this bird could be the symbol of this relationship or relationships that you want to call in. It's like you both being whole and balanced and empowered, and then coming together as two souls coming together to work alongside each other to create balance, being responsible for your own individual paths, but then also being receptive to come together, you know, instead of being standoffish, instead of being like one is better than the other. It's like, or feeling incompetent enough compared to another. There's a lot of ways that this could relay over, but it's now like you're able to call in balanced relationships. This is about living your life, your own life path, being ambitious through your own life path, through who you are, and also for you, for yourself, instead of for other people. It's about like not living for other people and what other people expect of you, but you living for yourself. And this card symbolizes the encouragement of others along your path as well. Like through you being you, it encourages others to be themselves, as well as those stable foundations that we've been talking about, and that has kind of been like the center of this reading. So now we have Jupiter with abundance. Wow. That's really surprising, because we have Juno as the wife of Jupiter. So it's like the wife and the husband. That's amazing, because like we're talking about duality, we're talking about partnerships and friendships and relationship, and it's like the feminine and the masculine. That's really, wow, that's kind of mind-blowing that those two are the two cards that came up from that deck. So Jupiter itself is all about expansion, abundance, clearly, philosophy, travel, kind of like thinking big, living large, being fair, being forgiving in nature, forgiving of yourself and forgiving of others, being understanding. It can be about global contributions, so things that you put out into the world, whether that be through those smaller relationships, just like one-on-one is what I mean, or a larger grand scale. I am getting that it's a grand scale for a lot of you because of the Jupiter abundant, big energy. Jupiter has a very large energy. This can also be about physical travel, or even traveling of like your mind and your senses. So it's like opening up like we talked about, opening up your mind to those inner earth, elemental, nature spirits, opening up your mind to other people. Maybe some of these people that you are calling in, or even person, they are those nature spirits, because you could be, or someone you are calling in, or someone you know could be one of these nature spirits. Like they could be an incarnated mermaid, they could be an incarnated fae, fairy, sylph elemental, they could be an incarnated leprechaun. You know, there's all kinds of characteristics and archetypes that are incarnated on Earth. And so it doesn't have to be just from other planets and dimensions and realms. It doesn't have to be just the idea of being only human. You know, there can be elementals that incarnate on Earth, especially at this time, because there are huge cosmic shifts occurring. And so you are opening up to these relationships in the 3D realm of them being human, but also the idea that people are a little bit more than what they may know, may realize, may be perceived as. We are all very magical and talented and gifted, and there's more to human life than meets the eye. There's more to life than just what society expects of us. And I'm just going to leave it at that because I don't feel called too much to go further into that. But also with the Jupiter energy, there's like a energy of diverse perspectives and like listening to others. So we're talking again about that balance within relationships. There's obviously abundance of optimism with the Jupiter placement because it's a very positive, optimistic energy that really likes to help others. It's a big, beautiful energy that really likes to help others. So whether this be, I feel like it's really tied into career as well as relationship. It's like what you're doing with your career. Like I'm hearing healer, and I heard healer, 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 kept hearing it over and over as I was meditating and connecting into your energy. So it's like, yes, this has to do with career, life path, North Star energy, but it's also like you desire, you really would like to call in those relationships that are going to assist that career, because if there is nobody in your sphere, in your atmosphere to heal, to show your creative projects to connect with, then the career aspect is kind of like what we were talking about with the Page of Pentacles reverse, is kind of, I'm hearing stagnant, kind of stuck. So it's like you're calling in that abundance, that big energy of prosperity through those relationships, which will bring in that financial, physical, 3D abundance and prosperity for you. So we have land, flower, sun, and water, lake, sun. So a lot of sun, beautiful, bright energy for you. So with this, what I am getting right now is with this land, flower, sun energy, it's to let your light shine. Let your inner child be free. There's like two things coming through, is to kind of like this card symbolizes kind of, it's like running barefoot through this field and being free and being flawless in your nature, and to allow yourself to be free of judgment and responsibility and being self-conscious of what you look like. It's like being connected to your inner child, which is essentially being connected to your higher self as well, because the inner child and the higher self are very connected and could be seen as one once the inner child is healed. So this is like also, well, what I'm also getting is like, don't let your light outshine others. So that's only going to be for a couple people. That's not going to be for everybody. You have a big, beautiful, bright, magnificent, magnetic, magical energy. And so for some of you, there's the energy of not letting that shine. Now, for some of you, it's about letting it shine too much and outshining other people. And so you've learned that balance of, yes, I have this big, beautiful, bright energy, but it's not about dimming your light. It's just about sometimes like, see how the sun is half showing itself, it's going down. It's about like just taking a step back to let other people shine as well, especially if this is about like career, colleagues and co-workers and calling in partnership with career. It's like letting yourself shine, of course, and never holding back, but sometimes just giving the stage to somebody else for a second. And for the other people where this is like you haven't been shining enough, this is, I'm seeing it as a sunrise, is like you coming out and learning how to shine your light without being afraid, without being scared of what other people will think and feel of your light. So you may have had in your past, your inner child may have been wounded because you naturally as a child, you have no preset triggers and traumas, so you tried to shine your light, and you were a threat to maybe your family or to friends or to anybody early on in your life, and you learned to kind of dim your light so that you didn't upset others. And so this is about you using your light to shine onto others and to let them flourish and prosper, and show them how to be themselves as well, and to shine their light as well. Honestly, this is really a beautiful energy that you're in, and a lot of magical possibilities and potential is just around the corner. I'm hearing just awaiting you. It's waiting for you. And so now we have water, lake, and sun. And this is all about like doing the inner work, or as I like to say, sending yourself love. This is about you having the courage and the passion to go after what you want, but also to do the work, to do the healing, to acknowledge your inner child, to acknowledge your triggers and traumas, to allow yourself to be in hermit mode, not to force yourself to do things or to like grind mentality and to make things happen. It's about flowing and allowing that golden elixir to flow into you. You having the ability to sit with your own thoughts in silence, to meditate, to contemplate with that hanged man energy, to reflect back on the lessons you've learned and everything that you have been shown and taught during this, I'm hearing, waiting process, during this kind of limbo era. And this is also a lot about heart healing, and that's probably why I was called to use this crystal. Is like there's a lot of heart healing going on for you with all this green earth energy, heeding the call of your heart. New light is now shining down on you from this golden elixir of light, from source energy, from God energy, whatever higher power you believe in. And you are also, it's all about this same as this card, like you having your light to shine onto others, and you pouring your light into others' cups, not too much to where you can't fill your own cup, but just to show others that they are loved, that they are appreciated, that they are needed, and you shining a beautiful light onto the people of this planet to help them, to help heal them, to not heal them fully. It takes the person being healed to be accepting of the healing, but also to teach them, to show them that not only they're worth it, but it's possible. This is like about you shining your light onto others in all interactions and relationships that you encounter moving forward. This is about profound connections, soul family connections, soulmate connections moving in for you. And it also holds the energy of life-changing experiences coming in for you. So the cosmos are supporting you to, look how connected these card colors are. That's beautiful. The cosmos are supporting you to have healed your heart so that you can call in these life-changing relationships and experiences into your own personal 3D reality and experience. So from the dragons, we have and also, just side note, the dragons themselves are an energy of Agartha, inner earth, elemental being. So, you could know somebody that really loves dragons, and this is not going to be for everybody. It's just like an example. You could know somebody that really loves dragons or really loves fairies or really loves mermaids, and they could potentially be an incarnated dragon, mermaid, or fairy. And there are other types of like within the fairy realm, within the dragon realm, within the mermaid realm, there are other types of those types of beings. So it's really intricate. It's really interesting. But with this dragon card, we have nutrition and a bunch of green earth energy. This is about you moving forward, embarking on this really, really highly, potently important role for yourself. This is about you feeding yourself physically and mentally and energetically the things that are best for you, because you're stepping into this huge role moving forward to help other people, whether that be just a one-on-one relationship or whether that be on a grand scale. I did hear that as I was meditating on your energy was grand scale. So I feel like a lot of you are potentially like on social media or looking to have like a large business that reaches worldwide. Maybe it's like a healing centered business, or maybe like a retreat where people can come and from all over the world and heal. This is about you being so serious and dedicated to what you allow into your body and what you allow into your mind moving forward, because you're stepping into this role. I'm hearing whether you like it or not, which obviously you like it, like obviously, but I think that that's just the energy. Why they had put that, why I heard that was because like It's happening. This is happening. So you have to be, this is coming straight from your guides, you have to be very dedicated and serious about what you allow into your atmosphere now moving forward, because this role, it is, I'm hearing divine timing for this to start happening for you. So don't allow yourself to become ill mentally or to become ill physically because you give in to triggers and traumas of the past. This is about true dedication to what you allow into your mental sphere, what you allow into your body. So that's just a side note to stay dedicated to that hanged man energy of always reflecting back, on your lessons and realizing that they were all meant for you to be able to help other people, to have learned those things, to experience and have gone through those things so that you can help other people. I'm hearing climb out of the cave, climb out of the darkness. So all those things occurred within your life so that you could help other people as well to get out of their own darkness. And we have the water chalice. This is a beautiful card to end your reading. So there's the energy of obviously healing, heart chakra healing, even sacral chakra healing, but as well as a rebirth. It's like a baptism, a rebirth of who you are and what's moving forward. Because of all of this inner love you have sent yourself, you are now rebirthing into your highest timeline. So this is about you rebirthing into the phoenix rising, moving towards your North Star and living your highest timeline, living your most joyful timeline moving forward, honestly. So very beautiful message for you, group number 3. You're very magical, very wonderful, beautiful soul. Thank you for all that you're doing. You're very much so raising the vibration and consciousness of this planet, as well as the people, places, and living beings and plants on it. So I want to thank you for that. And if this resonates, just feel free to like, subscribe, and or comment below how it does. And you can drop a dragon emoji if you would like. You can do a tree for all that earth energy, and maybe a sun, because all that sun energy is moving towards you as well as you are moving towards it. And for the month of September, I am doing a special on personal readings. I am doing a $35 30-minute session, or you can do $60 for an hour-long session, and that will be for the month of September 2024. So I'm going to leave you with a little clip of one of my favorite songs. I'm a musician, and I recorded these and published them in July this year, and so I just wanted to leave you with a little bit of that magical energy moving forward. It's one of my favorite songs that I have created, and I just wanted to share it with you all. So I will leave you with that, and I want to thank you for trusting your own intuition to lead you here, as well as the guidance of your light team. Thank you very much, group number 3, not only for being here with me, but also for everything that you are doing for this planet, for the people on it, and for yourselves. I am Carissa, this is Cosmic Connections, and you will see me in the next one.